Okay, good morning. What a great crowd. I feel like I should do a dance or sing or something these lights. I almost see people out there. My name is Mike Braswell, and it's my privilege to be the chairman of Rhythm and Roots 2009. I'm looking so forward to our festival. I've had the ability to participate in every festival we've had here, either as a volunteer. In the last 3 years, I've been the co-chair of the volunteer committee. So it's really been a lot of fun, and it's been a pleasure to watch it grow. It's also been fun working with our cities, both Bristol, Virginia and Bristol, Tennessee, and how much they help us. And I'd like to thank Mayor Rector and David Shoemaker personally for their support from Bristol, Virginia and Bristol, Tennessee to make our festival what it is. We also have a lot of our steering committee and other people that work really hard today amongst everybody today, and I want to thank them too. They do such a wonderful job, and everybody works so hard that makes this festival just really outstanding. We think that we have a fantastic lineup, and we have some fantastic ideas for 2009, and we're just really excited to get started. One of the best things about the Rhythm and Roots concert or Rhythm and Roots festival is that we have probably the best director in the world. And at this time, I'm going to turn this over to Leah Ross and let her take over.
I'll have to pay him afterwards. Like Mike said, we're very excited to be here to unveil our poster, talk about our lineup, thank our sponsors, and we have several of them here today, and a couple of them are going to say a few words. You know, it's hard to believe we're getting ready to go into our 9th year as a festival, and if we look at that first year and how much we've grown, it's very rewarding for us who have put so much time, effort, and sweat into it, and to get the recognition that our festival is now getting. It's very humbling, and we need to make sure that we keep a good thing going. I wanted to give you a little bit of overview. You know, after our festival every year, we do a evaluation of what went well, what didn't go good, what we need to improve on, what we need to take away, what we need to bring. And this year we've made some changes to the festival, some of the things that we're going to do. And one of the things is, you know, as our crowd got bigger, and we had around 31,500 people here last year, it gets very crowded because you know, we're just on the street. So you're going to see us shifting a little bit of the crafters around, the food vendors. We're going to add a food court and take some away from in the middle of town. We think that's going to be very helpful in controlling that crowd, because it's hard to get down through that street once everyone gets here. So we're going to look at doing that. But you know, one of the hardest things that we have to do every year is figure out what artists are going to be performing at the festival. We have a music committee that works really hard. It's a very diverse group of individuals. Sometimes it can get very heated. But one thing that we always do, we try to get back to, we want to make sure that we're giving our fans something to really that they're going to enjoy, but still stay true to our roots and what Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion is all about. And I'd like to talk about a few of the artists that we're going to have, and then I'm going to bring Martha Gale with the United Company up, because she's bringing a very special artist that their company is to the festival. But this year in our lineup, we've got the Hackensaw Boys will be back. They were a lot of fun last year. The sleeper of the festival last year, which was Scythian. I mean, I get emails almost weekly, are we going to have Scythian back? So they'll be back this year. We've got Cadillac Sky that will be here, Trampled by Turtles. We just booked a group called Dr. Dog for the young people that I think everyone's going to love. We have Daryl Scott, who is, you know, he's what our music is all about. He's such a great singer-songwriter, and he's so well respected in the industry that we're very excited that he will be back. One of the things that we're adding this year is a Songwriters in the Round performance, and we're going to have songwriters up on stage, different ones, and he will be hosting that for us and working with all the artists to get their songs out there, and we think that'll be something really great. Sierra Hull and Highway 11. It's a young girl out of Nashville that sings bluegrass, and she is really burning up the road right now and getting a lot of press. Corey Harris and his 5x5 band. We had him probably about 5 years ago. Really great guy. We're excited about that. We'll be bringing John Cowan to the festival, Peter Rowan and his bluegrass band. You know, most people have heard of Peter Rowan, and so that's exciting for us. One of our largest country acts, the traditional country that we've ever had, was Gene Watson, and we'll be bringing him back this year, and we've already gotten some calls. Some lady in Alabama always follows him, and she called and said, "Hey, I hear you might be having Gene Watson back," and I said, "Yes." So she bought her tickets right then. We've got the Packway Handle Band will be here. Jason Isbell on the 400 unit. Very excited that Tim O'Brien will be at the festival. We're hoping to get a duet with him and Daryl Scott together, so that'll be something for people to talk about forever. Justin Townes Earl, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the next person that we're bringing. We're very excited this year to be able to bring Patty Loveless to the festival, and we're able to do this through the kind sponsorship of the United Company. And Justin Townes Earl, that we're bringing to the festival, she has a new CD out right now, and several of the artists that songs that were writers that she's singing, Justin Townes Earl wrote one of the songs on this new CD, and it is really getting a lot of airplay. So we're thinking, like when Gene Watson was here and Rhonda Vincent, that maybe they'll get on stage and perform that song together. But we always look for things like that. But we are bringing Patty Loveless to the festival, and the one thing that she always does is she connects. She goes heart to heart with her listeners. She sings of their joys and their sorrows. She connects the ache of tenderness of each song's lyrics, and she takes the connection back to them. So we're very excited about that. What she says about this new CD that she has out, which is titled Dreamin' My Dreams, that title reminds me of how I first felt when I came to Nashville, Patty says. I felt I was living my dreams, and here she is 20 years later. She says she's still living her dreams. Sony's Nashville president, who is a very staunch supporter of Patty, he says that in all the time that he's worked in Nashville, there are two people that have consistently made the best records in town, and one of those is Patty Loveless. So it's pretty exciting. I mean, when you can get that type of accolades from someone that's seen and recorded many different artists, that speaks very highly of them. Her dream started in her childhood in Pikeville, Kentucky, and then it moved to nearby Elkhorn City. She grew up in the music industry. She started strumming the guitar that her dad had given her when she was 11 years old, and she followed destiny to the country music capital. And when you look at what she's done, Patty's 5 MCA albums poised her toward breakout success, and she had numerous top 10 hits, 14 to be exact. When you think about Patty, you think, well, vintage would be one of the words that you could put with her, for even as her career soared, one of the things that she did that makes her so special, she's never lost her respect or her fondness for the classic country that helped form her. I mean, you know, you see so many today that are going to today's country, which I think is a little on the rock and roll side. But when you look at Patty Loveless, she stayed very true to those roots and what has made her what she is today. She has an intimate gift, I think, really. She's a singer who's been there and will continue to be there. Patty puts it simply from the heart. She says, if I can just be a little part of touching lives through music, that's wonderful. It's something I've always wanted to do, just like the people who touched my life. So we're really excited, and I'd like to introduce, we always try to give our sponsors an opportunity to talk about something new or something great that we're bringing to the festival. And we're excited today to have Martha Gale with the United Company to come forward and say a few words about their involvement with the festival.